Hello, my name's Franca Marazia. I've been invited to speak to you today by Adrian and Emma, who are putting this together for McMaster Innovation Park, where I've been a big part of it myself, Arts in the Workplace. I was on the board for a number of years, and I've been a submitting artist for a number of years. And it's a great way to meet other artists and submit your work. And it's free. It's all free. This piece I have here, I actually photographed at the Cotton Factory. It's one of the windows, part of a series that I do on windows. I'm in love with old orange brick. So the minute I see something orange or yellow, I'm there. And so this one I call Eyes Wide Open. And this is what's on display here. I've also been lucky enough to be a featured artist here at Arts in the Workplace a couple of years ago, where I submitted 9 pieces of my work. I would suggest that anyone at whatever level you are as an artist, I mean, my medium is photography. This is how I get to be creative. I'm really self-taught. I have taken some courses, but basically it's just get the camera, go out and do something with it. I really enjoy color. It attracts me. I enjoy travel, and this is where my camera's always with me. It's like my little passport, and I get to go exploring with it. And thank goodness for being a creative and with a camera, because during the pandemic, I was glad to have my garden, because I did a lot of shots of my flowers, and I really got into the macro photography because there really wasn't that much to do, and the nurseries were all open, and my garden never looked better. But I've also done, I'm really into art. I taught for 30 years in the elementary system, and I did teach the arts as well. I taught French as a second language as a drama course, and I did teach art as well from grade 1 to grade 8. And I taught art when I had my special class, my special needs class. That really got them all calmed down because there were a lot of behavioral issues. Anyway, when I retired, I spent a lot of time talking to people all day long. I would see 200 kids a day. So I found myself volunteering at the Art Gallery of Hamilton. I love art, and I got to meet a lot of artists. I worked at the front desk, and I sold a lot of memberships, and it was very chatty. And people would come in wanting to know about different art pieces and what they should see. So that was a lot of fun. I also volunteered here, as I mentioned before, for about 5 years or so. I started doing the intake for artists. And again, I got to meet a lot of artists. And I always like to be encouraging with artists, especially young people, because they don't think that they're doing anything right. And that is so wrong. Art should be about your personal expression. It doesn't have to be about what's going to sell or not sell. It should just be something that you love to do. Because that's where I am. For me, art, photography is a labor of love, and I'm shooting all the time, but that doesn't mean I'm going to print all those things that I photograph. I only photograph what I really, really love, because it ends up being in my house. Every once in a while, I do sell prints, but the framed works are for me. They end up in my house. I also did some work for the Women's Art Association of Hamilton. I ran their exhibitions, so I curated them, and I just loved putting people's work together and figuring out what was going to look good where. I didn't just put art, paintings, or whatever over here and photography somewhere else. I like to mix it up according to color and things like that. Art is art. I also used to have work at the Hamilton store when it was available on James Street. Donna Reed took me under her wing, and I had a couple of shows in her courtyard. So I was quite involved at one time with art, the art crawls and super crawl. So I was quite involved in that for a while. I also had my work at Textures Craftworks on Lock Street for a number of years. But right now I'm just shooting for me, and I'm doing a lot of travel, and maybe someday I'll be back here at Arts in the Workplace, doing something I like meeting artists, so doing some intake work again. I strongly urge you to get involved, especially arts in the workplace. It's got a great vibe. People are great. The volunteers are great that work here. They take good care of your work and putting it up. There's a gala that you can celebrate with other artists. It's a really good time. It's a great place to network. And do it for you. Do it for the love of art. Don't do it for anybody else. That's my opinion. Do it for you. I love it, and it is a labor of love. And I find a lot of joy in photographing. Anyway, there's a quote I often use on my artist statement, and it is, "Joy comes to us in moments." And life is all about memories. Some of them are great, some of them are fantastic, and some of them aren't so great. But you get past that. So find your joy. And then come and display your work at MIP or Arts in the Workplace at McMaster Innovation Park. That's a mouthful. Thanks for listening, and thanks again to Emma and Adrian for inviting me to speak today. Again, I'm Franca Marazia. You can find me at Photos by Franca on Instagram. You can follow my journey. Have fun.